Quite right. YLE, as I would say in American. I'm the head of fiction experts at the European Broadcasting Union and also involved with the Nordic 12. So LISELOTT's going to talk us through what's going on in Finland, the Nordic group, and the globe.
Thank you very much.
The clicker is yours.
Thank you.
Thank you, LISELOTT.
How many of you know what the Nordic 12 is? Quite many, maybe a fifth. So I will go back. How many of you know what North Vision is? Okay, I will go back 60 years in time. Because today everybody speaks about we should work together and companies are emerging and people need many partners to co-work. But this has been done in the Nordic public service sector since 1959 in most of the genres. Every year, 5,000 episodes are either co-produced or exchanged within our Nordics countries in a very fast system called Nordic 5, the Nordic 3. And why this still works, though it's so old, is that it's been kept alive, it's been kept very flexible, thanks to we share information is money today. We share information on research, we share it on viewing, we share it on marketing, and so on. We have a very flexible contract system with online documentation that is reachable immediately. And so why do we need to do something called a Nordic 12? It started last year as an idea from Norway, from NRK, and all the CEOs were so eager to do it that they said, yeah, let's start immediately. And of course you can't start a big co-production drama project with premieres the same year, but we did. So we started to look at what we already are co-producing, have in line, and already this year, last year in 2018, the project started. And of course, what we need now when we are competing with big global giants, so we need to have a longer accessibility online, and our vision is, of course, that our companies, which is like SVT, NRK, DR, RUV from Iceland and YLE from Finland, we should be the home of the best Nordic drama. So we share and coordinate everything we do that is high-end drama or super interesting web drama for younger audiences. So we have a portfolio where we also, with the help of it, we of course increase our volume. And we all try to negotiate audience-friendly publishing because audiences are so used to VOD services where dramas go on forever. So we need longer licenses. And here are, now when this started, maybe I am standing, you can't see it, but what it says is that we need a first window, we need 12 months exclusive license in all Nordic countries, platform-neutral rights, so you can have it online for 1 year, and then you can buy more rights for lower costs. And here is how this, why is the name N12? Because there are 12 series, 3 from the Scandinavian countries, DR, NRK and SVT, 2 from YLE and 1 from RUV in Iceland. The idea is, of course, to make it a strong package, but we started so fast so we couldn't coordinate, what does the whole package look like, but this will happen in the future, and Anna Kroneman actually has collected good things to look upon when we are developing, that we would share at an early stage when production companies come to us and we start thinking maybe this is maybe this could be a Nordic 12. We will share premises, tagline, format, tone, theme about creators, and for us as a national broadcaster, what is our national reason for doing it, which is the most important thing for us, but also what is the relevance to Nordic audiences. Okay. So this is the first package from the different countries. And as you can see, we have State of Happiness competing here today in braces, because that's not officially an N12, because during the years we have had, of course, series like that all public services broadcast or co-produced through North Vision, and also we try to do more and more like simultaneous publishing, which gives the series much.
Melody, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. here some pictures from the series from last year, and this is the last Nordic slide. A little look about what sort of dramas, quite sad themes in many series, loss, so sort of a lot of terrorism, but also love, family and community is rising. And the crime is not that bleak Nordic crime. It's very much like Anna talked about the Thin Blue Line, which I call here a retro crime series. It's crimes that also, crime series maybe mixing drama, family stories and so on. And the political drama we can see in the next session from Finland, and also, of course, Systra 68, big success in Sweden, also having love elements. Now I jump to my other chair, so now I'm in Europe, and we talk about public service companies coming together. In Europe, for example, when Katarina talked about public service, commercial public service, they belong to the EBU, the European Broadcasting Union, and also in this big organization with a potential audience of 1.5 million, if we would do simultaneous broadcasting, they are looking very, very strictly at what could we do together to be stronger in this fierce market. This is a sum from last year. I think it's 18.8 billion that these companies that belong from 47 countries put in content. And this is from 2016 and 17. If you compare with Amazon and Netflix, the lighter blue is what they put in those years on content, and then you compare to European public service companies. So there is a lot of money, there is a lot of investment, but it is not organized. And this is actually, this morning, I got this slide from EBU, so we put it in, because this is from last year. They just have a new report where they are investigating the market, and of course, Time Warner is something to think about now, and what companies will Time Warner eat. And here you can see that still, even when you put Time Warner, the spend on content is less than for all these European public service companies. So within this group, we have expert groups, and I'm heading or chairing the fiction expert group. And yearly, we come together earlier once a year, from this year on twice a year. And what we discuss are, of course, projects. We share knowledge on business, on strategies, and ask these important questions when we introduce projects to each other. Next time in Berlin, in connection to Berlinale, why should taxpayers pay for it? What makes it unique, meaningful, relevant? And most of all, most important, how does it make the world a better place? Inspired by the Nordics, the three big countries, RAI from Italy, ZDF from Germany, and France Télévisions from France, got together this spring and formed something they call the Alliance. I mailed with the Alliance members. I said, what should I tell about you in Gothenburg? And one thing they thought was very important, they want to go together from the beginning also and create concepts from the beginning together. So they want to talk about real co-production. When Anna said that YLE is the first YLE SVT co-production, that's in the meaning when you have put about the equal sum of money. When we talk about Nordvision co-production, it's closer to pre-buy. So these are actually putting a lot of money and try to do so-called real co-production. I thank you in many languages, but then Wendy asked me, so what would be a project, that go global? So we talk a lot here now about Nordics and European co-production, and I will show a trailer, unless you have something to ask.
No, I think I would love to hear about Emerald Eye, that you're going to show us a trailer. Yeah. I think the producer, Michael Hakan, is also here.
Michael, are you here in the room? Yes. Could you just stand up?
Stand up so people say hello.
So, this is something we got from Michael, and when we look at all those giants and the high-end drama and the millions they put on each episode, which we can't afford, of course, when we get a suggestion like the one you will see Michael's mood trailer of soon, and his colleague who's the producer of House of Cards, you will see that we really need to get together to be able to do things like this. So we were happy that Michael introduced this to us, and now we are looking at how do small countries maybe take part in really big productions. So should we run
Yes,
the
let's
trailer?
run the trailer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So do we know when Emerald Eye is going to be ready?
This is very early development, but I want to say what is the Finnish hook is, of course, it's so interesting with a Finnish main character in a story that is this investigating really, really big regimes in the past, and thus make us reflect on what if those sorts of regimes, like this main character who has to work for Stalin, if they are coming back. I mean, it's looking back, but to the future. That makes it interesting.
Stay there. We're going to welcome up the team from Invisible Heroes, but just wondering from Ulla's perspective why that was an interesting show you wanted to be involved in.
It was actually an idea from Ulla. Jarmo, are you here? Jarmo Lampela.
Over there.
Over there. So Jarmo, who's heading the YLE drama, this is his idea originally, but now produced by the wonderful production company, Kaiho Republic. So of course, this is the same thing when we look back at what happened in Pinochet's Chile in '73, and how can you be a hero? Can you be a hero in times when you should just be afraid of your life? And what does it mean to risk? What risk are you willing to take if your own government says, don't help those people? Let's stay neutral. I mean, very important moral questions everybody should ask themselves today.
Yes, very relevant, sadly.
Thank you.
Thank you, LISELOTT.